North Carolina vinyl picker here. And on this episode, we're going to go to Lake James Antique Mall up in Nebo. We're going to Far Out Records and Retro. Great store in Hickory, North Carolina. Ageless Treasures Antique Mall. Online buys, a few things from eBay. And I'm going to show you a few things I got on eBay and Discogs. And I have a store in Discogs also. Yep. Big Chief Vinyl 57. So if you're there, there'll be a link down below. It's no problem. You can get there real quick. Buy up all my stuff. Top 20 45s according to Discogs. We're going to, since last week's show, where I did the top 20 LPs from Discogs, I had a couple thousand views. And I want to thank all my new subscribers because you guys out there have been just fantastic. I have 50 in a week. My channel here is just, escape velocity. I think it's heading to 1,000 real quick. I'm at like 950. So if you guys can get me to 1,000 by the end of this week, that would be great. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. That way you know when the next time the North Carolina vinyl picker will be on. So we went to Lake James Antique Mall. Like I said, that was in Nebo, North Carolina, and I got a few things there. I found this Phil Collins 45 and Thomas Dolby, She Blinded Me with Science. This one here is pretty expensive, little doodad there. That thing, we'll look back at that here in just a few minutes when I show you the top 20. Lake James Antique Mall, yep, up in Nebo. Found a copy of this here. This one here is Flesh and Blood. This is Roxy Music with Brian Ferry and Phil Manzanera. I love all Phil Manzanera's stuff. The Police, Ghost in the Machine. Found a copy there. I think it was $10. The last two albums, this one and Synchronicity, are about my two favorites. I don't really listen to the first three albums. I don't even have those first three albums. Venus and Mars. I was all right tonight. There's Wings. This is a great album. I haven't heard this album in probably 30 years. I spun it the other night. It sounded really good. So that's what I got there. Then we went to Far Out Records and Retro. We had to go down to Hickory, and me and the wife went down there, and I went in to Far Out Records and Retro, and found this Julie Driscoll and Brian Auger album for $5. Yeah, it's a double album. I cleaned it with the Humming Guru. This thing here cleaned up perfect. If you don't know Brian Auger and Trinity, or Brian Auger's Fusion Band, you ought to check them out. These guys were really good. Early progressive rock, jazz, kind of like similar to Coliseum, some other bands during that time. But Brian Auger, still alive. He's pretty old. How about this copy? Sealed? No, it's not sealed, but it's in the shrink. $5. I wasn't going to leave this here. I think this is like the third copy I found in a year of Spartacus. This is, of course, Triumvirate, and this has the hype sticker, which the last copy I found has the hype sticker. So I don't know if I'm going to keep them both or just put another one in the store. We'll find out. But if you want to shop at the North Carolina Vinyl Picker, you got to go to Discogs. There'll be a link below. And then Big Chief Vinyl 57. That's the, Das Boot. Found another copy of this. This one here is not a gatefold. I have another one that's a gatefold. This was $5. And I seen it there once time before. This is done by Klaus Doldinger. He's the saxophone lead guy for the jazz fusion band Passport. And he does this. So if you're into Passport, you might want to pick this up. It's a great movie, too. I've seen it a long time ago. Scary stuff. I was in the Navy, but I was never on a submarine. Well, I went down one time on a submarine, but I didn't stay long. Ageless Treasures Antique Mall. Yeah, that's in Conover, and that's a nice little store. It's an antique mall. You walk around, they got lots of places selling records there. And there's a couple of new things in there. I just hadn't been there in a while. And I found this album there for, I think it was $15, which is a steal. This is an early Rod Stewart and Ronnie Wood, the first Faces album, Small Faces. And I was glad to get this. The First Step, I think it's called. So this is really cool. I listened to that. I'm still missing a couple of their albums. They're not easy to find, especially in good shape. They were played to hell. Three Dog Night. This was there for $5. It's a double album. It's got all their hits. So there you go. Online buys. Well, I did find this 45 online. Got it for like $5. Love and Anger. It's from the Sensual World. Of course, that's Miss Kate Bush. Windows. It's a jazz fusion group. This album here is called Is It Safe? That's a really nice album. Larry Coryell, Offering. I've been on a Larry Coryell kick for the better part of a year. I've just about got everything. I'm missing just a couple more records. He, is the godfather of fusion. So I'm trying to complete my Larry Coryell. I will complete that this year. That's one of my goals for this year. I got a twin pack of Grobschnitt. This is their very first album. Real experimental, avant-garde, krautrock, on Brain. This one here is like their last album they did on vinyl, and it's fantastic. And it's a lot different than this one. But you're talking about you're in '87 here, so yeah. Grobschnitt, yeah. Jade Warrior. Just about got all the Jade Warrior albums now. This one's Waves. It's 2 songs, 1 song on each side. It's really cool. I really enjoy Jade Warrior. This was one of my 10 bands from this year or from 2023 that I got into. This James Newton Howard, keyboard player, he's got a couple albums out. It's light fusion. James Newton Howard. Good stuff. Beck and Sanborn with Steve Kahn. Thomas Dolby, Blinded by Science. This album here is called The Dissidents. It's a EP. Good size EP. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here is the top 20. Coming in at $70. Porcupine Tree, She Moved On. Now this one here I picked up when I was down in Charlotte about a month or two ago, and it was at Lunchbox Records. So I think I paid $50 for it, and Discogs says it's worth $70. So I guess that was a good investment. Next one here I'm going to show you is Mary Hopkin. Goodbye and Sparrow. This is worth $65. I think I found this in an antique mall. Of course, it's on the Apple records for the Beatles. She was a friend of the Beatles, and I don't think I paid more than a couple dollars for that. Next one coming in at $48.86. Woman from Tokyo. Yeah, Deep Purple, of course. I was surprised that this one here was worth so much. And mine's really good copy. And that's nice to have. Next one is Harmony Korine, 4747. Of course, that's Steven Wilson. And this came in, I think, 4 different colors. It's got a postcard in here that I almost dropped on the floor. It's got the red vinyl. It's got the postcard. It's got the whole enchilada. And that one there coming in at just shy of $50. I don't think I paid that much for it. It comes in white and it comes in black. The next one here I found at a thrift store down in Hickory, North Carolina. I know exactly where I found it, and I paid $1.50 for it. And I think I showed this one before. 45s just don't get any love. They don't get any love in the vinyl community, hardly at all. John Bit Bop Boom, now he loves his 45s. I think I showed this once before, and John commented on it, or somebody did. And this, of course, is the Yardbirds. This coming in at $43.48. And found this I wasn't going to pass this up. Oh, Jeff Beck sitting there. Picture sleeve. Man. That's a killer find there. The Kingsman, Louie Louie. This comes in at $40. It was on Wand Records. Oh, Louie Louie. That's nice to have. Why Can't Tori Read? Of course, that's Tori Amos. This was her first band or first album she did. She made a couple of 45s. This one's worth $40. If you see this one, this is from the album The Big Picture, and this is a promo. And then this one here, you're gonna like this one. Cool on Your Island. Of course, this is Tori Amos, but it's with her first. Why Can't Tori Read? That was the name of her first album. It's more of a rock 80s album. So you people out there, before she started doing that other piano type stuff, you might, if you like 80s music, you might like her first album, Why Can't Tori Read? But it's not easy to find. It's like Buckingham Nicks. That album is really hard to find. I don't think it was ever re-released. I'm not sure. How about Mamas and the Papas? California Dreamin' coming in at $33. Now these prices here are for mint copies. Mine aren't mint, but I'm just doing that to give you a guide on the expense of these things if you happen to find them in the wild. And this one here has got a warp in it. Huh, I didn't even know that. It's okay. Maybe I'll find another one someday and replace it. Cinnamon Girl, $33. Found this at where was it? I found it at a Goodwill one time. And I think 45s there are $1.50. And it's Neil Young, Sugar Mountain, and Cinnamon Girl. And this is a white label promo. Pretty cool. These all need to be cleaned in the Humming Guru. I got the attachment for that. Sat in Your Lap, Kate Bush, $32.97. And Lord of the Reedy River, which was a Donovan song that she covered. That's a nice 45 there of Kate. I used to have all the 45s of Kate Bush. Took them down to the store and gave them all away back in the early 90s. Like a dumbass. Sold all my records. Everybody's got that same story if you're my age. Well, not everybody, but I did. How about People Got to Be Free? I couldn't find that 45. I used to have it. I don't know what happened to it. I can't find it. Olivia Picture Disc, $29.99. Got this at an antique. I got this at a record show. Got it at a record show, and the plastic's not doing Miss Olivia any justice here. Yeah, that's better. It's all about the eyes there. So that one there is coming in at $29.99. I think I paid $10 for it. Grobschnitt, $29.75. Of course, this is Merry-Go-Round. This is Grobschnitt. Grobschnitt is my favorite German band. And yeah, I ordered this online and found it. And it's really nice. Real nice 45. Yeah. Coming in at number 15, Gong. And this is a 45, $26.88. Yeah, David Allen's Gong. Coming in at number 16, Linda Martell, $26.60. I couldn't find that one either, but I did give some 45s away, so those might have been the ones I gave away. Number 17, Arnold Lane, $25.58. Arnold Lane. Dun, 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 Arnold Lane. Oh, this is the RSD release. It's not even been open. The Wall, Floyd, this is worth $25. I think I picked this one up at a record show too. I think I paid like $5 for it. Getting towards the end here. Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights, $25. Picture sleeve, not in the best of shape, but just finding another one is just damn near impossible unless you want to pay big money. Olivia Newton-John, Living on Borrowed Time, A Little More Love, Japanese. And this is a bonus one. This was Stone Age Dinosaurs. This is Steven Wilson. And like I promised, I was going to show you. I've been getting a lot of ideas lately for shows. Top 10 new bands of 2023. Might as well get this out of the way because January is flying by and it'll be February before you know it. So make sure you get that Valentine card early. They already got them in Walmart. Seen them there. Hawkwind. I've been listening to Hawkwind this year. Great band. Last year. Greenslade. Hawkwind, they came on the scene in '69. Green Slate, they came on the scene in 72. And, of course, Green Slate came from Coliseum. Jade Warrior, they were around in 1970. That's when they started their rise. And then, of course, Coliseum, which they were around in 68. So those rise are real early. Brian Eno, he came around in 71. And he was in Roxy in the first couple albums. He also helped with Genesis with the Lamb. Eloy, they're from West Germany, Hanover, West Germany. They came around in 69. So these are the bands I've been getting into last year and buying their records and expanding my. Finch is a Dutch band from The Hague, in the Netherlands. They were around, came out and started around 74. Kayak, Dutch. Another band, these guys are from like around 72. Those guys are from the Netherlands too. Roxy Music, I've been listening to them. Of course, Phil Manzanera and Roxy and Brian Ferry, they started around 71, and they were from Durham, London. And the other band I've been getting into this last year was Soft Machine, and they've been around since 1966, and they're from Canterbury in London. So that's it. So the bands I'm going to be getting into this year, 2024, real quick, are Gong, Matching Mole, Gilgamesh, Henry Cow, and Hugh Hopper. Those are the 5 bands I plan on getting into this year. Past albums or past bands that I get into that are Canterbury are these are people I already have their music, just about complete collections of all of it. Caravan, Hatfield in the North, Con, Egg, Arzachel, National Health, Quiet Sun, Steve Hillage, Camel, and Gary Boyle and Isotope. So those are the albums, the bands that I currently already listen to. I've been listening to for a long time. Now we have the new 10, and then the ones I'm going to be doing this year, there's 5 more onto that. So it's going to be a busy year. Last year was mostly jazz fusion, and this year it's going to be the Canterbury, Prague, early Prague scene. It's going to take me through the rest of this year to try to find all these records. Plus, I'll be getting some stuff on the side. So let's support them troops out there, and I'll be talking to y'all soon. I'm going to try to do a midweek show Wednesday. Not sure what the topic's going to be yet, but I'll let you know. So we're coming in at 17 minutes. I'm just rambling on. Yeah, just like the old goat. All right, take care. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.